Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today we are going to be playing the #1 ranked Mortar deck in Clash Royale. I absolutely love this deck. It is insane, and it is currently the top deck that we are seeing on Royale API as of the time of making this video. I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. Let's go ahead, let's get the Skeleton King down right here. Looks like we're up against bridge spam. Holy crap, that was a bit of a tongue twister there. And before we start, I kind of want to say, you know, I really appreciate all the feedback and support you guys have been showing to the channel. The giveaways were a ton of fun, so I hope some of you guys had some luck with those giveaways, and let me know what you guys think of this current season. I think that Mortar is much better this season. We actually have a decent amount of damage there. I don't even know where we got that damage from, but I'm very happy with that damage. But let me know what you guys think about Mortar this season. I think last season was a bit of a tough one, but this season I definitely can see it actually being a very, very good season for Mortar. I'm going to play my Mortar here. The biggest thing with this deck, guys, is making sure that you use your Ice Wizard smart. So you want to try to make sure that you're saving your Ice Wizard for your defenses. I think some people maybe struggle with decks like these because, you know, you don't have a ton of DPS on defense, but if you actually play slow, if you play patient, and if you trust in the power of your cards, which is a crazy thing to say, I know, but like, trust me, I'm not lying to you guys, then you are going to get the most value out of your defenses. I'm gonna have to play my Ice Wizard right here to pull that Bandit, unfortunately, but we will defend all of that. And then it just comes down to if he goes for a P.E.K.K.A here. He's gonna play the Archer Queen. I think I'm going to pop the Skeleton King ability because that should force him to play the Archer Queen ability, and then at the very least, you know, we don't really have to worry about it as quickly on defense. And then we are going to get some chip damage. I'm going to hold on to my Lightning here. The Lightning is a beautiful way to kind of stop their pushes. We'll take all of that out and we don't have to really worry about countering it, and then I can just play my Goblin Gang right here, and it should pull and kind of pull that Royal Ghost, although that Bandit is a little bit scary. We need that Royal Ghost to go down. If that Bandit gets on my tower, that's okay. I'm going to let it go just because, you know, we're down in elixir, we're up against bridge spam, and I don't want to kind of get pulled into spending too much elixir. And then I'm going to go for the Skeleton Barrel there. Let's see if we can get that going, and then let's kind of wait and see. And also, guys, I think I'm going to try to go for another top 1000 finish this season. I got one a couple seasons ago, and, you know, I'm feeling ready to do that, and honestly, this might be the deck that I use for that. So that just kind of goes to show, like, I am being 100% honest when I tell you guys that this is a W deck. And then let's go ahead, let's pop the Skeleton King ability. I'm actually going to go ahead and play the Goblin Gang into the opposite lane here. Let's wait and see what he plays. Let's go ahead and play the Skeleton Barrel there now, actually, and then we're going to get a second Skeleton King ability in a second. And then I'm going to go ahead and play my Mortar right here, and we'll use our minions to defend that Mortar. He just used his arrows, so we know that we can play those minions relatively safely. And then I'm going to go ahead, let's pop that Skeleton King ability right away. We do get the Mortar lock on the tower, which is huge. I'm going to go for the Goblin Gang on this side just because we're outcycling him and we're spamming on this guy like crazy. We're getting a ton of skeleton damage on the tower. We're going to get a Skeleton Barrel onto that left side there, and then he's going to use the arrows, and like, we are just absolutely punishing this guy right now. Let's go ahead, let's play the Mortar on this side because I can use my minions to defend that Mortar again. Because he doesn't have arrows, so there's nothing he can really do no matter what he puts on that side. And then let's actually go ahead, let's play the Goblin Gang on this side. Let's pop that Skeleton King ability, and then let's go ahead, let's get a Skeleton Barrel going this side, and we do also have the minions going in. We get skeletons on the left side tower, and we have damage on the right side, and that Skeleton Barrel should get us the damage to get the win. So let's give him a good game, let's give him a good luck, good first matchup. Alright guys, next matchup, and I'm sensing a bit of a Benny win streak here, boys. I'm feeling good about it, or girls, I don't know who's watching, but I'm feeling good about it. He's got Goblin Cage, which means this guy's totally playing E-Giant. I would be so surprised if he's playing anything other than E-Giant. Whenever we're playing against E-Giant, honestly, chip damage is going to come in super big, and we're probably going to have to Lightning Cycle at one point because he will try to Lightning Cycle us. There's literally no way around it. That being said, I don't think he has a great way to counter my minions most of the time, so, ooh, he's got Miner. Okay, hold up. That is not something that I was expecting to see. I'm going to ignore that Miner. I don't care about a little bit of chip damage. I'm going to go for the Mortar into the opposite lane there. And he's got okay, this is Graveyard then. This is going to be a Splash Yard type of deck, which immediately becomes much more difficult to play against. I'm going to play my Goblin Gang right here because we can counter both sides with one play, which is always a good play. And then, actually, no, why would this be Graveyard? What am I thinking? Why would there be a Graveyard and a Miner together? I have no clue what this is. I'm sure you guys know. I am not familiar with what all of the meta decks are right now, so I actually have no clue what this is, but we will make it work. I'm going to play the Skeleton King right here. Okay, he's going to go for the minions. I'm going to take a bit of a risk here. I'm going to go for my arrows. Honestly, like, I have no clue what this is. I really don't know what deck this could be. Yeah, it doesn't look familiar to me at all. Let me know if you guys are seeing this and knowing exactly what I'm up against, because I am not. I'm going to play the Mortar here. He'll probably go for that Golem Cage, or he's going to go for the Knight. All right, that's okay. And then maybe Baby Dragon to take out the Mortar or Inferno. Yeah, he's going to go for the Inferno. I'm just because the timing is not going to be as good there, I'm going to play the minions. Then I'm going to have to Ice Wizard here. I'm hoping for the Baby Dragon to lock onto the Ice Wizard, and then I can Goblin Gang to take out the Inferno. And then I might ignore those minions, especially because one went down, so I'm going to actually ignore them for now. I'll go for the Evo Skeleton Barrel there, and we might get it on the tower, but he might get a Goblin Cage down in time. Looks like we will, so we're going to get really good damage on the tower there. I'm very happy with that, and that really does change the pace of this match already. So let's go ahead and let's play the Mortar here, and then he's going to go for the Evo Knight. Okay, I guess I'll play the minions there. We might as well try to get that Inferno Dragon as low as possible, as quick as possible, and then, ooh, please take it out, please. I'm literally going to Defensive Lightning. I'm not taking any chances against that deck, so we'll take all of that out, and we will be safe. And then he's going to go for the Goblin Cage. Let's just go for a Skeleton Barrel onto this side, and then I guess, you know what, like, we might as well just play the arrows. We might as well do that. Let's go ahead and let's pop the Skeleton King. Ooh, I hope we get a refund for that. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's play the Mortar right here, and then let's just wait and see what he does. He's going to go for the Knight. I am scared about what's coming my way here, guys. I really have no clue what deck this is. There's no way that this is like a minor cycle deck, and these are all the cards that he's running, right? Like, that'd be pretty crazy. I'm going to play the Skeleton Barrel there just to be defensive against the Inferno Dragon, and then, you know, I feel like we're in a decent place right now, but I'm terrified of what this guy's capable of. But I'm not going to change the pace. You know what? I don't think I should be starting to play defensive. You know, it's working for me to be going offensive here, so I'm just going to maintain that momentum. I'm going to keep doing the same thing that's been working. And then, oh my gosh, did we miss? Okay, I'm so glad that we caught the Baby Dragon there. That is really helpful. Him having double Dragon really is working against him here, because my Lightning is able to get so much value. And then he just used his log, so he'll go for the Goblin Cage, and then I can just go ahead and get my Skeleton King down, charge that ability up, and then all of those skeletons will kind of do their thing. And then let's go ahead, let's get the arrows down here first, and then I'm going to go for the minions there. And then, oh, okay, hold up, that was bad. That was really bad, guys. Okay, I'm gonna hold off for a second. Let's go ahead, let's wait, and then I'm just gonna Lightning again. I'm not taking any chances, I'm not taking any risks. I'm gonna get rid of that stuff. He's gonna go for the Knight there, and then let's go ahead, let's do this, and then I guess let's go ahead and get the Skeleton King down. He's gonna go for the log. I'm gonna go for the arrows to get rid of all of that stuff. Let's go ahead and get the minions down right here to get rid of that Inferno, and then the Miner will start to go down. We do have to be careful about chip damage. You know, we don't want him to get a lot of splash or anything, and, you know, maybe even this game up. And then I messed up the Skeleton King ability again. That's okay though, because we got the Evil Mortar down. I'm going to go for a little bit more of an offensive Lightning here and get that Inferno Dragon low right away. And then that should be good for us, just because then we might get a little bit more damage on the tower. No, I meant to play my arrows there. That is not good, but we should still be okay. And then, alright, what do we want to do here? Let's go ahead, let's get the Skeleton Barrel down here, and then let's get the arrows down, I guess. And the Skeleton Barrel, I'm doing that just to help. Ooh, hold up. Please don't get on the tower. Don't tell me that's on the tower. No, no, no. Oh my gosh, get the Ice Wizard down, please, please, please. No, he has Lightning. No way. No. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so close. Come on, let's get the arrows on the tower. We almost just choked that. Holy crap, I can't believe that almost just happened. He had a secret Lightning that entire time. Oh my god. Alright guys, we're on to the next matchup, and I've got the Mortar for the first play as always, and we are going to get the lock. That is a little bit crazy. I did not expect to actually get a Mortar lock. Honestly, I don't even know why I played the Mortar first play ever, because, like, I don't think I've ever had a situation where I get a ton of damage unless they have given up. Honestly, like, it's honestly just a terrible play, but you know, it's kind of the Benny signature. You know, I like to establish that dominance quick and early and let them know that I mean business by playing that early Mortar. Now he's gonna play that Dark Goblin, the supersonic dart shooter thing, whatever it's called. It is so annoying. I honestly, if you guys can't tell, I do not like Dark Goblin. I was really worried there that I played my Skeleton King too far back, but I think we're okay. And then the minions should take that Mortar out. And so let's go ahead and let's just play the Mortar here. And honestly, because this is a Mortar matchup, I might put this one a little bit later in the video, just so you guys don't have back-to-back Mortar matchups here that you have to watch. So if the trophies ever look off, you know, sometimes it's just because I put certain matchups at different points in the video. I also like to try to put, you know, some of the better matchups at certain points in the video. So you know, that's one thing. But anyways, we're going to take all of that out. I'm going to play the Skeleton Barrel into the right side there, just because that's where I have the most damage. And so I'm not going to play this game where I'm playing onto the side that he wants me to push. You know, I want to push the side where I have more damage. That being said, we do have really good damage on both sides. So, you know, playing dual lane pressure might be the move at some point here. And then I'll just play my arrows. That's a really easy defense, and we'll take everything out, make sure that we don't take any damage. And then, I guess I'll split my minions in the back here, just because I don't really have a better play to make right now. So we'll let those go in, and then I guess, you know what, let's play the Evil Mortar and let's just kind of see what he has. He doesn't have anything too expensive. That's one thing to keep in mind. I'm actually just going to Lightning right here. I know it's not necessarily the greatest play to Lightning a Dark Goblin, but we are going to get the lock onto the tower, and we're going to play the Skeleton Barrel now, especially because he Fireballed. So that one Goblin should tank for a second, or at least get some hits on the tower, and then he has to Bar Barrel defensively. And so that's really good. And then I'm just going to go ahead and play my minions right here. I'm going to hold on to these arrows here in case we need to use them on the Dark Goblin. He's going to play the Valkyrie instead, so that's okay. And let's just let's not go too aggressive. You know, we have really good damage right now, and so we don't need to do anything too crazy at the moment. He is going to hit me with the Fireball, though. That is pretty disrespectful. Let's go ahead. Let's play the Mortar here, and then actually I'm going to play my arrows right here. Defensively, and then that Skeleton Barrel should go down, so I can just play my Skeleton King right here. And realistically, if this guy's trying to Fireball cycle me, then I will start to Lightning cycle him. I think that's going to maybe kind of be the move. Let's wait and see if he plays a Dark Goblin. Let's see if we can get some good Lightning value. We do get decent chip damage there, so I'm going to take that any day of the week. I'll play my minions here. He'll probably go for the Dark Goblin there. I'm going to Lightning here. We might as well just get some more tower damage. And then he is going to play the minions there. Let's go ahead. Let's play the High Mortar here, because then I can use my arrows, and that should be really good value there, because I can get the minions and I can get everything else. And then I'm going to get the Skeleton King down there, and that is going to be an amazing defense there. His minions will catch mine, so I don't think that we're actually going to take that Mortar out, but I can actually afford a little bit of damage if it comes down to that. You know, we have such a big damage lead here that we're in a good position, and we didn't even take any damage, so that's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and play the Skeleton Barrel here. We have that Mortar there. I'm going to get rid of that Dark Goblin there. Actually, the Mortar would have locked onto it, but we have the Mortar lock regardless now. And then I'm going to play the Skeleton King right here, and we are going to take out that tower, and that's going to be another win for us. So let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next one. All right, you guys, we are on to the next matchup. He's going to give us a good luck, so I'm going to give him a good luck back, and then let's go ahead and let's just take it from there. He's got Lumberjack, so I know there's going to be a Balloon or a Golem in this deck. There's absolutely no chance that it's anything else. I don't like that. Yeah, okay, that's crazy. Like, that is just gross, to be honest with you guys. What do I want to do here? How do I make this defense? I'm a little bit worried. Executioner with Golem is crazy. This guy's deck is everything I don't want to see right now. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to have to play the really high defensive Mortar so that hopefully the Executioner doesn't get on the tower. And then I need my Skeleton King to change onto the Executioner, and then we can pop the Skeleton King ability. I know that's a really weird defensive Mortar, but trust me, like, that is the best way that I had to defend all of that. And then the Skeleton King ability will kind of just help us out defensively. You know, never sleep on the Skeleton King defensively. It can really help you out. And then he's going to play the Skeleton Barrel. Whoa, okay, so I'm just, oh my gosh, okay, well, that's crazy. He just hit a Golem clone on us, and it actually worked. That is just diabolical. Oh my gosh, and he's back to his freaking Executioner already. Wow, I don't like this guy's deck. This deck is absurd. Alright, what are we thinking here? Let's just go ahead and let's do this, and then let's wait and see what he does. I guess let's Ice Wizard here to make sure that that doesn't get on the tower and kind of slow it down. And then, oh my gosh, how is that, like... Oh man, okay, well, we're gonna take some damage there. I'm just gonna hit him with the arrows. I feel like this is just an absolute disaster right now. I am not loving this deck. This is so weird. Like, why? Of course it's me who goes up against things like this, guys. You know, like, that is just crazy. He's gonna go for the Golem in the back. I can't even punish him because I'm down in Elixir. But I do have the defensive Evil Mortar. So if this guy has Lightning, I'm honestly going to crash out right now. We'll go for the Evil Skeleton Barrel on that side, so now he can't use the Executioner to help out his push on that with that Golem, and we will get a little bit of damage. I'm going to completely ignore that Executioner as well. Let's go ahead and let's pop the Skeleton King ability here, and then let's just make sure that, actually, you know what, let's go ahead, let's get our Ice Wizard down here, and then we're going to use our arrows, and we're going to take all of that out. No way that Golem is going to break through after everything that was there. Holy crap. Okay, well, this is going to be a loss. I don't even know you know, I don't think there was really a way that we can make the comeback unless this works right here. He's going to play the skeletons though to kite. Come on, I'm going to just go for the arrows, see if like he's going to go for a defensive golem. I should have been punishing him more. Honestly, you know what? He had no way to counter our spam. I should have been more aware of that. That is my bad. This is a learning experience. Let's give him a good game and let's just go on into the next one. We're going to be humble in defeat. Alright guys, last matchup of the video, and this guy is in a clan called Lava Lunars, which is a little bit scary, you know, because that means there might be Lava Loon. Although he's got Executioner, and given my horrible experience with Executioner earlier, I'm not loving this. I'll play the Ice Wizard. He might go for a NATO here, but that would be pretty aggressive if he did. I'm actually really glad he didn't, to be honest with you guys, because I would have lost it if that happened, honestly. We're going to get the Skeleton Barrel there. That's good. Let's go ahead. Let's play the minions here. Then let's just play the Skeleton King. I know that's a lot of elixir. I didn't really want that bandit to dash. But okay, like we're running double boss bandit here, I guess, or double bandit. We'll get that boss bandit decently low, and we'll actually get really good damage on the tower there. I'm going to go ahead and just play my Goblin Gang right here, and I'm playing it close to my tower so that if he hits me with a spell, then the boss bandit is already right beside my tower. But overall, not a bad exchange. I'm not super mad about it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to Ice Wiz right here, and I'm playing it on the Royal Ghost just because the ability will slow it a little bit, so you know, we don't have to worry as much. And then he's going to go for the Ram Rider. I'm going to play a defensive Mortar here. I do have my Lightning if I need to use it, but if he Lightnings right now, the Mortar should stay alive long enough that it will pull the Ram Rider, and then I'll have time to react. But he didn't go for the Lightning, so I am going to just play my Skeleton Barrel. He's probably going to go for an Executioner. There it is. I'm going to go for my Lightning now just because that's free damage, and that's going to get rid of the bandit as well. 20% battery. I was charging my phone in between matches, hoping not to do that to you guys again. And then, ooh, hold up, I might have messed that up. Let's play. We got the Goblin Gang there. Let's go ahead and let's get the Skeleton King right here. And then he can't actually pop the Boss Bandit ability because that'll just put it right on the Skeleton King. Boss Bandit's going to put in work there though. Oh my gosh, that was pretty absurd. Let's get the minions behind this, and then that will be just a little bit more of a challenging push for him to deal with. Let's pop the Skeleton King ability as well because he uses Snowball, and then maybe those skeletons can tank for the minions so that we can get a little bit of damage on the tower. Love to see that. I'm happy with that. I'm going to go for the Skeleton Barrel onto this side to force him to play that Executioner. And then that way, you know, it's a little bit more challenging for him to build up a push and punish us. And then he's going to go ahead and play the bandit there. We're going to get the Goblin Gang down, but we should be locked on the tower here. I'm going to go ahead and get the Ice Wizard down right here. And then let's just get a Skeleton King down right here. And to deal with that boss bandit, that was a horrible ability there. He kind of just sold a little bit, but that's okay. It happens to the best of us. And then I'm just going to go ahead and play the Skeleton Barrel here. We've got the minions there. They're going to help kind of take everything out. Let's go ahead and let's actually Lightning right here. I think that's going to be good value. No point in letting him build up a push with that Executioner, and we do have our Evil Mortar to use defensively if he Ram Riders. Let's let all of that get taken out, and then let's go ahead and do this, and then let's get an Ice Wizard down right here. I am so scared right now, to be honest with you guys. This is going to be close. I'm gonna get the minions right here. Let's go ahead and let's just get the Skeleton King down there to pull that, and then that was a better ability by this guy. Let's go ahead and let's play the defensive Mortar here. Please tell me that's going to pull. Okay, it is. And then I'm going to go for the defensive Lightning onto that Executioner and the Royal Ghost, because the Executioner is just going to stop us from being able to do anything in that lane. And then I'm going to go for the Skeleton Barrel. He'll probably have to Snowball if he doesn't want that to get any death damage. So he'll do that. And then we're getting really close to being able to hit him with a Lightning. We just kind of need to get one hit, please. Oh, that would have been amazing if we got one hit. I'm going to go ahead and do this here, and then let's just wait a second. He's going to play you know, whatever, and then I'm actually going to hold off from playing my Lightning. Let's just let the minions do their thing. Let's let the Mortar do its thing. He's going to go for all of that, and then, oh no, did that not get pulled? Please tell me that got pulled. Oh my gosh. Okay, defensive Lightning, please bail me out. And then let's get the Ice Wizard. No way we just choke this. Please go down. Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta pull this one out now. Holy crap, we are selling right now. Okay, that's going to help us out. We got the Skeleton Barrel onto the tower, and then I just need to get a Lightning down now. Let's go ahead and let's Lightning here. Boom, and that is going to be a win. Holy crap, we almost sold. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one.